Now, more emails have come to light today that seem to provide direct evidence that favors were done by State Department officials for foreign donors to the Clinton Foundation. You know, that's the old pay-to-play system the American people are sick and tired of, and Donald Trump and I are going to bring it to a crashing end in Washington, D.C.
All right, that was before victory. Now it's Donald Trump who is facing questions about how he will separate his duties as president from his obligations to the more than 500 businesses that he controls. CNN's Jake Tapper asked incoming White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus about that on State of the Union this morning.
Let's talk about that, about leading this country without distraction. Last week, I had a lot of questions for Rudy Giuliani, a top Trump advisor, about potential conflicts of interest that the president will face if he does not put all of his assets into a blind trust. Now, I was told by Mr. Giuliani not to worry because the adult Trump children will run the business and they'll stay out of government. But since then, Mr. Trump met with the Prime Minister of Japan, and his daughter Ivanka, one of the people running his businesses, was there. In addition, the Washington Post reported that the Trump Hotel in D.C. is pushing itself onto foreign diplomats. And we also learned that the president-elect met with 3 Indian business partners who are building a Trump-branded luxury apartment complex south of Mumbai. All of this in the last week. As White House Chief of Staff, you're supposed to look out for any political or ethical minefields. Is it seriously the position of the Trump transition team that this is not a huge cauldron of potential conflicts of interest?
No, I think, look, Donald Trump has been very clear from the very beginning that his family is very important to him. And I think that while it's unique, it's certainly compliant with the law. And obviously we will comply with all of those laws, and we will have our White House counsel review all of these things, and we will have every I dotted and every T crossed. And I can assure the American people that there wouldn't be any wrongdoing or any sort of undue influence over any decision making. The truth of the matter is, and I can just tell you this even from the 4 days that are 5 days or so that I've been in a different role, Donald Trump makes the decisions that, in this operation. And while there are meetings that take place, it's Donald Trump that makes these decisions, and nothing should be further from the truth. And so I can assure you and everyone out there that all of these things will be followed and they'll be done properly.
During the campaign, you put out a statement saying that the Clinton Foundation represents a, quote, pay-to-play culture that would be on full display should Hillary Clinton be elected president. Are you at all concerned that Mr. Trump now could be depicted as somebody engaged in pay-to-play politics?
No, not at all, Jake. I mean, we've been at this for a few days. I mean, this is ridiculous. Let's just kind of take a deep breath. Let's look at what's going on. He made the call to bring all Americans together. He then met with many, many people from all walks of life. Safra Catz, General Mattis, Ted Cruz, Mitt Romney, and the list goes on and on. The point is, what Americans should see from President-elect Trump is someone who, by deed and action, from the moment he was declared the winner, he was on a mission to bring everyone together. That, to me, is what we should be celebrating. I think people should be encouraged by what they see. And I think it's a really positive sign for the future of our country.